The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Buccaneers at 5-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Rosen on first down. He'll check this one down to Bowden, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Rosen. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Rosen. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Walker to start the drive. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawks defense. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brady now to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Buccaneers 6, Seahawks 0.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, they had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This time, Rosen will throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Succop, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Brady. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Brady to throw again. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run. Walker. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Brady's going to sneak it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. So we are at halftime here in Munich in the NFL International Series. As we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando, as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rosen to throw again. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. That third down conversion good for 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Play action here with Rosen. That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Rosen will throw. And he hooks it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Lynn Bowden, his first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Brady. And it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On play action, it's Brady. He's got a man, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The gain of 39 that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On third down, Rosen. Got his man, that's Harry. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Rosen off the play action. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 3rd down, Henry. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Brady now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Here's Bowden. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Lynn Bowden, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Rosen, he's going to look to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and 1 less down to try and get it.
Man open, it's Goodwin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Skirts by him at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Trying the left side with Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. There to drop him behind the line was Logan Hall. Great effort.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Brady. He'll get this out wide to Penny. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Brady. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now Brady. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now it's Rosen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Rosen. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
14 more yards.
Rosen to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about